This is Aubrey Martin from Martin Family Real Estate Group at Keller Williams Sunset Corridor, coming to you live for Market in a Minute or 3. This is your market update for Portland Metro, and we're going to do something a little different today. Usually I focus a lot on the west side, but I really need to talk about the east side as well as what's happening in our rural communities. According to RMLS last month, we have about 1.5 months of inventory throughout all of Portland Metro, which is about 45 minutes in all direction. What that means is that if you were to sell everything currently on the market, it would only take 1.5 months to sell through all of the inventory if nothing new came on. Well, typically a seller's market is anything up to 5.5 months. So you can see where we're having a lot of multiple offers because the supply is very, very low. And it was very low going into COVID, and it's even lower now. We also have this huge backlog of buyers that were waiting to buy. And now because the interest rates are so low, you have an enormous amount of buyers that are all vying for the same properties. And we're especially seeing that in that starter home market. Just to give you some idea and some frame of reference for that, in that $375,000 to $400,000 mark in Beaverton, in Forest Grove, in the Columbia County area, as well as in Sandy Gresham, we're actually seeing months of inventory range anywhere from 1.2 to 1.6 months of inventory within $375,000 to $400,000. So we are seeing the same story in the rural communities and on the east side as we are seeing on the west side. The good news is that buyers are absolutely still able to obviously get into homes even in multiple offer situations. And it's not always the price that actually dictates who gets the winning offer. I actually have 9 in escrow right now, and 7 are actually buyers. And some of them were not even the highest offer. And there's a lot of things that we can do to craft your offer so that you can get the home that you really want. So why is all of that happening? Well, as I said, we had a very, very low supply, but in addition to that, the interest rates for mortgages are at really record lows, and you also have high rent. The other thing that's happening is that people have been transitioning out of the city because if they're working from home and they don't have to go into the office, they can actually live where they want. So we're actually seeing the same traffic in the Bend area. We're seeing it at the coast. The days on market are much lower than they typically are in these rural areas because we're seeing a lot more people buy them for primary as well as secondary homes. The other thing is that people have been asking about are short sales. I haven't seen a lot of those at this point. People have a lot more equity in their homes than they did back in 2007, so we're not seeing a lot of deals to be had, and I don't expect that to change really anytime soon. In multiple offer situations, the other thing I get asked a lot is, what if you have a house to sell? Well, you can absolutely sell your home and in order to buy another one. But my recommendation is you need to get your house on the market and get it market ready pretty quickly, get it pending, and then you go look for a home. Because if you're competing against other folks that don't have a house to sell, your offer will definitely not be as strong. So pending is really the best place and the best foot forward so that you can go out and look for a home. Now, how do you line that up? Because obviously it can take a little while to find your new home. Well, I'm actually teaching a class on August 15th, which is not this Saturday, but the following Saturday between 11 and 1, and we're going to talk about that strategy. If you're interested in learning more, my phone number is 503-443-8889, or you can email me at aubrey@aubreymartin.com. Our Facebook is Martin Family Real Estate Group. Please join us for the class, or I'm happy to talk to you one-to-one and talk to you a little bit about what's going on in the market, what the home buying process is looking like, or if you're interested in listing or have questions about selling, happy to be of service there too. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great afternoon.